Hello there, internet. Welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict, and today we're gonna be talking a little bit about the personality banner and, in my opinion, what characters have higher priority. Now, there is a couple of things about personality banner. This banner is made specifically so you can fill your roster. So I'm gonna be talking element by element or race by race or whatever you personality by personality, whatever you want to call them, what characters I personally would recommend getting first. But this is nothing but my priority on what I will get first if you care about meta. This is a banner so you can get all your favorite characters and fill your roster. I'm also going to be excluding Eldins because it's still 300 to exchange for them, but obviously Eldins do have higher priority as well, right? They are the best characters in the game. So that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about all of the characters that I would be getting personally and which ones I recommend. I think I did set this up yesterday, not the team builder, on here. Yes, perfect. So we have every single element in here. Let's make this a little bit bigger. And let's start with let's go bottom to top. Why not? We're gonna start with Waifus. We're gonna be talking only about global characters, 3-star characters, and obviously Viva for this. Now, there are a few characters in here, and the ones I would personally recommend getting at the moment are only going to be Momo, Pater, and also Rude. Now, Chopin could be added in here. She is a nice healer. I just think it's stupid that she just goes to the front line to kill herself a lot of the time. But she's a good healer. She's a good support. But I will give priority to these 3 characters. Momo is a fantastic DPS, is the carry of this team. Next week she's getting an aside and only it's gonna be getting a stronger. Only stronger. By the way, this skin looks really nice. I'm waiting for them to add it. Does anyone know where this skin is available, by the way? I didn't check. I don't think I saw it on the gacha. So I don't know where this is. It's one of those achievements for pulling or something. It looks really nice. I want it. So Momo is going to be the main carry of this team. She's a fantastic character. And Pater, it's a sub DPS, but the main thing we want her for is her passive to increase attack. Right? She increases attack of every Vivacious character in the game. That's why we run Pater and Momo. And then the reason I'm including Rude is because he's the only tank available for this team. If it wasn't because of that, I would not be including her. Now, like I said again, you could also be including Chopin if you wanted, and she works. She's a great healer. I don't really recommend Kana, Benny, or Rufo. They work as fillers. Once again, you need 9 characters for a lot of the content. I'm just giving you my recommendations for each personality. That's it. Let's move into Innocent, the best personality in the game. There are a few 3-stars that I would recommend grabbing in here, and a few that I would skip. The ones I personally like are going to be Erpin, Naya, Ron, I think those are like the 3 ones that I like the most. We could also include Gavia, since she has a lot of synergy with the shields on this team. But if you include Gavia, then you can also include the other characters that are kind of fillers. But for now, let's include these 3, and then we can also talk about Gavia. Now, Erpin is the same thing as Pater. Erpin is for now the main carry of this team. There is no other good DPS in here. And she also buffs everyone. So she's going to be a staple on this team. Okay, she buffs everyone as long as they are personality innocent, right? So pretty good character, a dork, and the queen. We have Naya. She is the main healer for this team. A fantastic, one of the strongest single target healers in the game, if not the strongest at the moment. Really good. And for the innocent team, the main healer. Now, if you have Mago, can she work as a filler and replacement? Yes. Once again, just the higher priority I would give at the moment. And then you have Ron, which is a tank, a buffer, and a debuffer. She has like a mix of a bunch of different roles, and she's actually a really good buffer and debuffer. As a tank, she can work, but alone will have some issues surviving. That's why we pair her with Vivi, so you can have like a really strong frontline, but she's a great character. Now, the rest of units, I would not recommend pulling for them, again, as priority if you don't have any of the other 3 that I just mentioned. Gavia has synergy with everyone in this team because of her shields. She was such a great character as a 2-star that they made her a 3-star in global. Okay, she was a 2-star character originally, and they gave her some love for this version. So you could be getting her great synergy, great shields, cheap to build. Just put a Grail on her, she's good to go. Silver is a DPS, but her damage is kind of underwhelming. I would not recommend pulling for her. Even on the last raid, we barely saw her at all. And then you have Hailey and Mago. Mago can be used as a support if you have nothing else. It's fine, she will heal. Hailey has been seeing more usage So this could be something that as time goes by, we might be seeing more Hailey. On the last raid, people were still using her. So I'm happy to see the sexy Noon Hailey getting some usage. I still would say there is less priority to get her over Gabby and the other girls, but she's getting more and more use, so we could include her as well. And then Spiky is the same situation as Mago, where she's a filler more than anything. Like, I wouldn't really recommend pulling for a Spiky because there is like barely any reasons at the moment to be running her unless you need 9 characters for that personality. In that case, go for it. Then we go into compose. There are a few compose characters when it comes to 3 stars that we could be talking about, not including LDs. Obviously, we could talk about Elena, we could talk about Picora, we could talk about Amelia, and I'm not gonna be including Velvet anymore, sadly, on this list. Now, the other characters are still great, are still usable and fillers. The most important character to get on this personality, it's Elena. She is the hyper carry here and can compete with Aya. This is probably a mistake that they did. Was one of the first characters they changed from the Korean server to global, and they just increased her modifiers too much. So now we have a fantastic DPS that can carry everywhere. So highest priority, it's Elena. The second would be the healer, which is Picora on this thing. Fantastic healer, really cute girl, nice skin. She also has a pretty nice global passive, if I remember correctly. And then the last one that I was putting in there, she will not be used long term, but on the current team, she is good. She applies electrocution, has nice debuffs, and has great synergy with Elena for her passive. Elena can work even without Amelia on the team, but still, I do want to recommend her. When it comes to the other composed 3-star characters, Trickcal, Jade, and Scylla are fillers, but again, they can be used. Trickcal and Scylla are the most popular. Scylla for single target, Trickcal for overall damage. And then Velvet was our tank, but now we do have Ed, so there is no reason to be running her. You could still be running both tanks together if you want. If you want to have like a stronger frontline, it will work, but I would recommend just focusing on one and having more damage elsewhere, right? But still, those are the characters for the composed team that I would recommend. Now moving into the depressed meta for global 3-star characters, there are a lot of good units here. Now, obviously not including Yomi, not including Shion. Which ones would I prioritize and which ones are great? Azure, Blanchett, Hilde, Kyrian, Komi. Those are the characters that I will say are the best ones. Posher is still used for PvP and PvE. Rim can be used as an off tank, but it's not great. I don't like her. And then Levi is not a great character at all. Now, when it comes to the other girls, Blanchett will be your magic damage dealer, really nice character. She also has some utility, which is always appreciated. Azure is used a lot at high combat power deficit because of her skill and her passive, because when her HP drops at 50%, she casts a shield on herself. And this shield will save you from snipers, from assassins, and characters like that are super annoying. She will actually survive without items because of that. I've been using her to push, like her a lot. Gideon is one of the strongest DPSs in the game. She does need items to keep doing more headbutts, but she's pretty good. Hopefully she does get an aside soon. I do like Gideon a lot. It's a nice homeless dragon girl. So I would like to get an aside for her. Then you have Hilde. I'm putting her as priority, but she's like the least priority on this list. She's a good healer, your main healer, but if you have Yomi, Yomi also helps with the extra heals. Yomi is not a pure healer, obviously, so you will have to use her Hilde instead for now. Also great mommy. And the last one I'm including here is going to be Komi. Okay, so Komi is not an amazing tank if we compare with the LTs, but she works, and the depressed personality is still the most used across all content, so people will keep using Yomi for a long time. So that's why I'm including her on this list of recommended characters, because she's fantastic. Like I said earlier, this is more of the ones I will try to get first. You will be able to get everyone as you keep playing, right? And then lastly, we can talk about the Matt personality. And Matt has the same situation as the press, where a lot of characters non-Eldin are really good. So, not including Eldins, I'm going to be talking about Diana, Litz, Shady. I'm going to be talking also about Alice a little bit. And we could talk about Mayo and Sist, but I'm going to give them a bit less priority. Mayo and Sist are great. If you want to get them, if you like their design, get them. They are great characters. They are still used on the meta and on those teams. Belita is a nice damage dealer, a nice magic damage dealer, if I remember correctly, and she can do pretty good damage, right? The problem with Matt is that there is not an hyper carry. Your Chloe can do almost the same damage as every character in here, and that's a huge issue. Depends on content before someone goes and writes a comment down there, right? So the problem with Matt is that they don't have an hyper carry, but they have really solid characters. So let's go up here. Where are my Mad girls? Here. So Litz is a fantastic DPS. Frontline will keep herself alive, and her card is one of the best items in the game. Her item, the Litz Weston, is one of the best items in the game. I would even dare say is the best item in the game currently. Like I was saying earlier, Diana is going to be your healer for this team and also your buffer. She does buff everyone as long as they are madness. She will buff their attack, so pretty good character. Shady has been used on almost every raid because of her silence and her skills. Pretty good character if you invest in her. I need to finish building mine because she has the gear, but I don't really have like a lot of skill investment in her. So I do want to keep investing in her. For raids, a really nice character. I might even get her skin, honestly. Or maybe wait for a second skin. I don't know. We'll see. I do like Shady. She's pretty nice. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning Alice is if you have her card. If you have her card, she will carry madness on the tower and on campaign, no problem. If you don't have the card, Alice out of this list. Okay, she will not be on this list. It will be Shady, Litz, and Diana. Like I said earlier as well, Mayo and Sist are good characters if you want to use them. Mayo has been consistently used on a lot of raids and will keep being used. Her damage is fantastic. That's it. I think that's everything for this video. For all of the characters that I would recommend grabbing first. Once again, this is just my recommendations. This is a banner that you will be used to fill your roster to get your favorite characters and slowly get everyone. So this is just the ones I would get first. If you, for example, just started playing and you don't have any Vivacious characters, which ones would I get first, right? Also, there is no left to right order. This is just as I selected them, nothing else, right? That said, do let me know which ones you guys would pull out or which ones would you guys put in the list. And that's basically everything for this video. We are live every single day. Links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool, dinner dates, and I'll see you on the next one.